Okay, so I'm only going to try to do this in one take, like the goal is. So this one is another one of the 5 minute, and of course the sun comes out. This is another one of the 5 minute quick rants. I need to come up with a name. If you think of a name for these, put them in the comments below. Send me a message. Let me know. Right now, I'm just calling them 5 minute rants about randomness of life, love, dating, sex, the things that I am an expert on as a therapist and somebody that's been practicing for over 6 years. So this one is, I really just want to explain why I chose to do this. I wrote notes and I don't have them right now, but I wanted to explain why I chose to do this, why I thought it was important to start this practice of just filming myself 5 minutes a day. So if you have noticed, I have a history of YouTube videos. I've done them before, extremely edited because I cannot talk off the fly. I am a really good listener as a therapist. I know how to listen to people's issues. I know how to reflect back. I know how to help them come up with, their solutions and things that help them. But a lot of times I struggle with communicating off on the fly. I am an introvert, so I process a lot. I think a lot. I have a lot of things that go through my brain. I'm also a creative. Clearly, I have a podcast. I have this. I have lots of things going on. So I have lots of things happening in my brain, but sometimes it's really hard for me to articulate those. It's difficult for me to communicate those in a clear, concise way. So because I know this is a struggle of mine, I've decided to do these 5 minute videos. I thought this would be a good way to kind of get some randomness out there, some things that may be helpful to other people. I thought it would be a good way for me to practice speaking without a script, practice speaking just random thoughts and getting better at when I have a thought or when I have certain things that I feel like need to be known, to be able to communicate them in a more effective way. I am a big believer in practice. You need to practice what you want to do. I want to be a public speaker. I want to be better at networking. I'm a pretty awkward person if you ever met me in person. And so a lot of times what happens is I'll talk to somebody, do the whole formalities, all that. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing fine. Oh, okay. And then I just stand there because while I have lots of things I could probably bring up and talk to them about, I'm awkward. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to bring it. I'm just an awkward person at times. So I thought this would be a good way to practice just talking randomly about topics, practice being more communicative, being more clear on what I want to get out there. And even to help me with some insecurities I have. When I'm working with clients, a lot of times I'll tell them, when you get home, maybe try this. Have you thought about doing this? And a lot of times they struggle because, one, it doesn't come naturally. And two, especially if it's couples counseling or I'm doing individual with somebody that's in a relationship, their thing is they're going to be upset that I'm doing it because you told me to. And I tell my clients, use me all the time. Tell them my therapist said. Tell them my therapist told me. Use me as the crutch until it becomes natural. But the biggest thing is that you have to start practicing things until it becomes natural. So for me, because I do want to be able to speak better, because I do want to be in the public more, because I like speaking in crowds. Like is a strong word. I enjoy getting information out to bigger groups. I won't say I like it because I'm still very nervous about speaking in front of a crowd, but I do enjoy being able to share what I know and share what helpful information to more people than just my one-on-one clients or my two-on-one clients when I work with couples. So speaking is going to be a big part of my brand and is already. I've already spoken in a lot of different ways, but again, those are things that I've written down, that I've practiced. And so how am I with speaking on the fly? In order for me to get out of my comfort zone, I have to do things in order for me to grow, I have to get out of my comfort zone. So because of that, you get me for 5 minutes every day. I don't even know if people are going to be watching these things. I'm probably not even going to watch the numbers right now because I don't really want people to watch. But, again, I am learning for myself. So I'll rewatch the videos. I'll figure out what I need to do better. One thing is that I talk with my hands, and so I probably need to stop on that. But the biggest thing with me sharing, why I'm doing this, is to help you understand why practice is so important and how practice does not create perfection, but it will help you get better. And so for me, I want to get better in so many areas of my life. And so I'm making it a point to practice in those different areas. And so this is just one one example of that. I'm also doing a 30-minute workout a day thing because I hate working out. I don't know. People do like it, but I don't. So for me, for the month of March, every day I'm working out for 30 minutes, even if mostly just dance, because I love to dance, but doing something active for 30 minutes so I can start getting used to it. The more I practice it, the better I get at it, the more comfortable I'll be with it. So if anything, if you take anything from this video, even if you skip my rant about why I'm doing this, I want you to understand that practice is important with anything new that you're going to do. If you're going to try to communicate differently or change patterns in your relationship or change patterns in your life, you have to practice that first. You can't expect that I've decided today I'm going to not curse when I get into arguments and then curse every other time. But then when you get in an argument, you think it's going to change. No, you have to practice that. You have to start watching what you say. You have to start being aware. You have to start saying like, okay, I just cursed. Why did I curse? Let me not do that next time, because I need to practice it when I'm in a calmer situation so that I'm prepared for it when it's a more high stakes situation. So practice equals growth. Practice makes you better. So anything that you're interested in doing, anything that you want to be better at, start practicing now. And I would love for you to leave a comment just letting me know what is something that you have wanted to grow at, something that you wanted to get better at that you haven't yet, and how can you start practicing that today in little short snippets every day? How can you start doing that? If you want to be a better writer, are you writing every day? You know, so I hope this was helpful. Again, just another little 5-minute rant. I don't even know if it's 5 minutes because I didn't do my timer. But please leave a comment, subscribe if you like this. Let me know what you think about this. If you don't like it, you don't have to tell me. It's fine. Just don't watch them. But subscribe, and I will start back doing, after I get like a few more of these down, I will try to start back doing my normal 4 to 5 minutes. Oh no, I guess more than 5 minutes. That's what this is. My normal like probably like 7 to 10 minute videos where I have like point 1, point 2, point 3, you know, more informative, more focused. I will start doing those again because I do think there's value in it, and I prefer to do that than to write, even though I probably should start practicing writing as well. I don't know. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful. Again, my name is Eboni Harris. I don't know if I introduced myself at the beginning of this video. My name is Eboni Harris. I'm a relationship therapist, and I hope that this is helpful, and I hope to talk to you guys soon.